coronavirus today and we'll pick up an extra 13 grand.
Well,
Not a bad business to be in.
I don't think that's happening.
Why don't you think it?
You know what?
Because I trust them.
I just talked to somebody. Their daughter died of an accident.
Yes.
They put down Corona so that they get money. The hospital would get money.
Yeah.
She tried to change the death certificate and she couldn't do it.
Did you hear that, sir? I didn't say that. I didn't tell her to tell me that. One giant charade we're playing. You have to admit, when you can sit down and eat with no mask on, shoulder to shoulder with everybody, right? Why not just not play and participate in the charade? You disagree?
Absolutely.
For what reason would you disagree?
Well, mask help.
Yeah. Do you see what the message is on this banner? It's basically saying that the television programming your mind, is utilizing mind control techniques. These are, you can look up, if you Google mind control, these are actual mind control techniques. When you use repetition, when you use peer pressure.
It's misleading people, because if you put people's health at risk by not wearing a mask in public
What
gatherings.
proof do you have of that?
Oh, there's enough scientific evidence for that. This virus is spread through particles, through water droplets when you exhale, and you take it when you inhale. So you are more at risk than I am at risk, because people could be spreaders, and you, by standing here, could get the virus more easily than I.
A virus that is a cold, like a flu virus,
No. The coronavirus.
There's a different one.
Coronavirus is very
It's
different.
never been isolated. It's never been isolated. They can't isolate a virus.
That's not true. That's simply not true, because the genomic composition, the sequence has been identified. That's why they can make vaccines. So at one point there will be vaccines, and only that will help, because the mask is only a passive way to help us through this. It's not very effective. We don't want to wear masks all our lives, so it's just temporary. There are folks at the University of Columbia University in New York, and they design a nasal spray that prevents the virus from reassembling when they attack the cells in the nose. So maybe that's also something helpful on a short-term basis when you travel, or when you gather with people, or you have a business meeting where you have to have face-to-face.
Well, I mean, you did say that you don't believe that the mask is very effective, right?
The mask doesn't help in the long run, because we can never control a virus that is so aggressive just by wearing masks.
Let me ask you a quick question. Did you know, I mean, that was a yes, right? The mask, yes or no, the mask is not 100% effective, right?
That's correct.
Okay, all right.
It depends how you define if 100% effective.
All right. I just wanted to make sure that I understood kind of that what you said. That's what you said. But I would say, are you aware that there are numerous doctors out there who are? In fact, I just spoke with another gentleman. He said there's a group of doctors who are like suing the European government, calling this a complete sham. That there is no evidence that there is any extra virus out there that is different than the usual one that's taking place. There's a large group of them.
That's nonsense.
Excuse me?
That's nonsense.
Why is that nonsense?
I don't keep the distance, because
It's all coronavirus, sir. It's all coronavirus. Every virus they call it, even contracts the flu, is coronavirus.
Yes.
This gentleman's a surgical tech for 17 years. I promise you, what he's saying is exactly right.
That's not true.
Exactly right. And Dr. Fauci actually said in 2008, the people that are wearing, the people that don't have masks are going to be burying the people that do have masks, because it creates bacterial infection, and that's going to hurt more people. This gentleman's completely right. He didn't mean it.
Oh, it's okay. I don't know that. I'm interested in hearing reasons why people believe this is real.
And, well, people believe what they want to believe. And all I'm saying is, if you look at the science, you're going to find as many people that more scientists that believe what this gentleman is telling
Hey,
you.
dude. How are you?
All right. I'm just saddened by all these people wearing masks.
Me too, man. Me too.
I'm well, my friend. You are.
All right, guys. Thank you. I'm slowly building up. We are slowly building up a group here. I have 2 that can see here now.
Shut up your
I got another one that can see over here.
Yeah.
Soon there will be hundreds of us here. No one will be able to get through this intersection without bumping into a wall of truth. I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just delusional.
Did you get through to the man?
No.
And that's the thing, is it takes so much to just even get them to question what they've been taught.
I brought up that there's a bunch of doctors who are in disagreement with what he's saying, and why is their opinion not matter to him? And he said, well, they're just crazy. So, it's like when you can't, he was just not ready. So hopefully that was just a little seed planted,
Yeah, right.
That's all we can do. Folks, we're lucky that the virus takes a break when we sit down and eat. You have to give me that, right? No virus when we sit down and eat. It's all good when we sit down and eat. A charade, right? No, look at all those people. Those are all mask wearers over there.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like a zombie
They
movie.
leave you alone
I know.
with your shit. Man.
It's what?
My bank accounts, my bank cards were not working again.
that's
Oh,
what he was
really?
talking about.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's what's so fucked up, is that now that when they try to make everything go digital, it's like people that, let's say, want to disconnect from technology, how are they going to pay for stuff if they try to get rid of cash and,
Yeah.
all of these things?
They'll just turn you off.
Exactly, right?
Yep.
They can just,
Yeah.
and that's the whole thing they say with the chip implant kind of thing, with the vaccination and that. They say, right, they have access to everything. You don't have freedom anymore. They can just, if you say something they don't like, you challenge, whatever, they just, right, turn
And
you
it's
off.
like Braveheart too. I think the movie Braveheart. Have you guys watched that one?
I don't think so.
Braveheart with Mel Gibson, because in that one he's trying to help the people, and so he's at great risk. He puts his life at great risk,
Right.
and then eventually he gets captured and they torture him to death.
Yep.
And all the people that he was trying to help cheer on while they kill him.
They're torturing.
Yeah, while they're killing him. And that's the world we live in.
Yep.
If you try to help other people, a lot of them are going to turn on you
Right.
and cheer you when you're freaking getting
I
kicked.
lost a lot of my friends because of. They just.
Oh yeah.
But they don't go with arguments. And you give them information and they don't research it, but they still have the same opinion. You're logical. So research this here.
Yeah,
Have you researched it? No, I don't want to look at it. Yeah.
right.
People's brains just shut off. They cannot deal with certain
Yeah.
new information.
Folks, if you're wearing the mask just for other people, just go ahead and take it off. It's all just a charade. We all know it's a charade. A bunch of people sitting over there. I guess the virus takes a break when we sit down and eat. Is that what happens? I'm asking the people who are wearing a mask. Answer that riddle for me. When we sit down and eat, does the virus take a break? How is it that we
That's
can
funny.
eat?
I do agree with you.
What are you talking about?
I'm wondering how it is when we sit down and eat. You can we're safe, and yet
So you're not for masks?
I'm what?
You're not for masks?
I'm just for
No, I'm asking
understanding
that. It's a
where we
simple
live.
Simple question.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
I would say no. I'm
All
not
right.
for mask. Yeah.
So if a guy who wears a mask
Or yes.
like me, who doesn't give a shit if he died, then you're giving me a hard time because I'm wearing a mask for my safety.
Well,
Oh, and,
what happens if? Wait, can I ask? Let me ask a question.
No,
what
one more
happens
time,
if?
and then I'll let you.
Okay, sure.
I have 2 people. I'm
Yep.
68 years old. I buried 2 people
Yep.
from coronavirus.
Okay.
So it's Nimrods, much like you guys, that go, and I'm trying, I'm with you. Fought 2 wars for this country. You don't want to wear a mask?
Yeah.
Don't wear a goddamn mask.
Right. But that's not really
But
the
this-
world we're
but
living
this
in. But
bullshit
that's
is
not
it.
the world we're living in. Do you know
No,
that
it is.
they're talking about having a
Do you have
vaccination?
a mask on, Junior?
Well, in New
Do you have
Jersey,
a mask on?
and in other states,
No,
they're-
no. We're right here, right now.
Okay. Right now,
Do you have a
presently, I
mask
do
on?
not. But I also receive a lot of hate from people walking around who
No,
have been
no.
socially conditioned.
See, people got to get this thing of,
Right.
Fuck you. I don't give a shit if
Right,
you don't.
but they don't. But I mean,
Well,
look,
yes,
we're having
they do.
no. But listen, we're having a good conversation. I'm
Yeah,
fine
I know,
with this, right?
I know. I'm
yeah,
from the
this is
Northwest.
nice.
We're
This is
we're
very
nice up
unusual,
there.
though. This is very unusual for me to actually have a
Well, it's
conversation
Florida.
with somebody
People- too
with
much
opposing
hate.
viewpoint. And I'm fine with that you believe this. I would ask you though, are you
Slow down,
aware?
I'm not going to go anywhere.
I would ask you this: are you aware that there are lots and lots of doctors who believe that the coronavirus is nothing more than at most the common flu? Are you aware that there are people that think that way?
No,
That
no.
they're doctors.
There's two things.
They hide them.
Two things. Yeah, right. Jesus, Mary, Joseph.
But
No,
you don't
they
think
don't
they-
hide
you don't
things.
think they hide things?
Two things on this thing with the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Okay, it's you get it, you're done. There's no vaccine for it. It's not like the flu.
Okay.
It's way worse. So I'll tell you what. I got to.
Do you have the science behind you?
Say again.
Do you have the science behind you, sir?
That proves
You
that.
don't.
Yeah.
I give you $1,000. Yeah. If you can prove me that the masks are scientifically proved that they're working, you can't.
What do you
I
mean?
give you another.
can't? What planet did you fall off of?
I didn't come from a planet. I live on a plane, but that's two different
Well,
things.
okay. Are you?
You
Just
cannot-
like no, I'm going to try and
Go in
repeat.
my channel.
Well, let's
I know,
stay.
no,
Let's
no.
not
Do it
argue.
with science. You can't.
I want to get and hear your.
It's not
question.
easy, but
Okay, so you're saying to me that there's no efficacy.
it's a charade, guys.
with the mask.
It's a charade.
And there's
So
no
if you know that,
efficacy.
please pull that mask
what
off
it
for me
means
because
is
you
that the
inspire
mask
others
don't
on my
work.
channel. You
It's
will.
proven.
Because
It's
the reason what
proven.
they're doing is they're getting us to wear it for
Prove me
other
that it's-
people,
that
right?
The six
They are.
What do you need for proof?
I appreciate it.
Scientific proof. Science
Well, I
is a
mean,
method.
what do you need for scientific proof?
That it's been tested. It's not that it works. On the mask set.
What do you
there's-
mean it hasn't been tested that it works?
You're coming from.
Okay, let's start
assumptions.
with here, Junior.
Yes, Junior.
Let's start with
Yes,
here.
senior.
Oh, wait, well, I'm 69 years old. Oh.
I'm not close to you.
All right,
So-
so Junior, listen to me on this one. Down here, you go to these things with Trump. Spikes in coronavirus cases. People dying every day.
Wait,
And-
wait.
time
Let me
out,
ask quick.
and it's
Let me
gonna
ask a
get
question.
worse.
Spikes in coronavirus. Did you know that when there are quote supposed spikes, that what they're doing is actually
Tests.
increasing the number of tests?
That's
Where do you
And the
get
tests
this
give.
stuff, you
Well,
guys?
that's what I'm saying.
That's where you
The
get it
mainstream.
from the
Listen,
media.
do you
No, I
believe
get
the
it from
television?
Wall Street Journal. I get it from
Of course.
the
Okay.
Times.
Control
I
it.
get-
There you go.
They're in control.
Yeah,
Did you know that
that's
Sweden
like,
has
check
no
this
lockdown?
out.
News and those other
Did you
ones
have
are.
Yeah,
Sweden has
no,
no
they all
lockdown.
are. They all are. See, there's a thing called the Hegelian dialect, right? What that is an ancient method that they use to control populations, right? So they'll.
Okay, you all know what my background is? I'm an epidemiologist from Seattle.
Oh, good.
All right, I know.
What is the
The
virus?
efficacies of these.
That's good. Then I can have an intelligent conversation. with
Yeah.
you. What is
You
it? What is a
can,
virus?
You can, but I'm in deep shit. No, guys, I'm in such deep shit because I stopped and talked to you guys.
Why?
Oh, because your
Why?
wife is
Because
going
I'm
to be.
married. Are you married?
No. Hey,
So
listen.
what? No,
No,
then
no,
you
you're
know, so
married.
you can.
No,
Check
my
this
wife
out.
is gonna
You
go.
said where do you get this information? If you go on to this, seriously.
No.
Oh, why not? No, there's a great saying: condemnation before investigation will
I'm
leave a
not-
man.
I'm
Do you know that
not
one? Will leave him
condemning. I'm saying-
Wait, just listen for 1 second.
All right,
Condemnation before investigation
is the height of ignorance.
will leave you a man in everlasting ignorance, right?
I'm not condemning you. I'm saying, quite frankly and straightforward,
Yeah.
in good English,
Yeah.
you're wrong.
What?
That's it.
Based
But you
on
haven't looked at
what?
the other evidence.
Well,
That's what the saying is about. When you've made
What
your
do you
mind up
accept as
without
evidence?
looking at the other
Sorry,
side.
wait a second.
What do you accept as evidence?
Science.
What was science? I mean,
Science
what
is a
what the
method.
hell are you saying?
Testable.
Common sense?
Science.
Common
Yeah,
sense?
what is science
How about
mean?
common sense?
Science is a method. Do you agree? If you're such a smart
Methodology.
person-
What's science? You say science. What is that? mean?
Fauci's. Do you know who Fauci
No,
is?
but it's okay.
Yeah.
You said that the
This is a
mask
start,
will
I
do
think.
anything. This is just to Malkov. How do you call that from the
When
Netherlands?
did he say?
My parents for 3 years now.
Look it up. You said it
Yeah, I know.
on
When?
Yeah.
in the beginning.
In the beginning, 6 or
Yeah.
8 months ago,
Yeah,
when
but-
they didn't know shit.
There's no. We're suing our government. I'm from the Netherlands.
Guys.
Please listen. Please listen.
Here- here's a card.
All right, no, no.
Come
leave it.
on, man.
We're
You got
we're
30
sued our-
seconds, just like in the
Okay, thank you.
debate.
That's enough.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
We're sued our
Come
government.
back. We're here each weekend.
We're sued our government. The Netherlands government.
You're from Netherlands?
Yeah.
Okay.
We sued our government for who is listening to the World Health Organization, which is the Rockefeller Institution. Yeah. I still have 15 seconds left. Of the scientific proof. We want to have the scientific proof. Therefore, we sued our government and the social distancing. They were not home. Declined. Because there is none. Why don't you prove it to me then?
When
I give
Italy
you
opened
$2,000.
things, when Italy opened things up, when France
Did you
opened
know
things
Sweden
up,
had no lockdown?
and Spain
Same
had-
virus. Did you know that?
Don't argue, guys. We won't get anywhere
Sweden,
arguing.
No.
Sweden had no lockdown. Did you know that?
Not good. Nice
Right,
talking.
All right. Thank you. Look at Mark. He's tiger. Good job.
But Sweden had no lockdown. That's the people you see.
Yeah, they turned their brains off. Do you think he was an epidemiologist or not? Or do you think he was lying?
What's that mean?
The guy we were just talking to, he said he was an epidemiologist.
Then he
Which is-
asked me what is science. If you need to go, how do you prove things?
Yeah.
Testable, repeatable,
Yeah.
predictable.
Verifiable.
I was a little over his head because I said, yeah, what is science? Science is a method. They
Yeah.
don't even know what
You should know that if he's in. Folks, I need. I need mask terror offers, people to take off their masks for me today. I had a couple last weekend. If you know that this is just all a farce, right, and you do, because the virus doesn't disappear when we sit down and eat, does it?
It's a lie.
Yeah,
It's a lie from Satan.
it is. I agree with you. Directly from Satan, we are, yeah,
we're in the end time.
end times.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh
But
yeah.
the most amazing thing,
Yeah.
you know what the most
Did you pose for that one?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, you're right.
Good for you. I see. I can tell because, yeah.
Yeah, prolong.
Well, we're out here. We're slowly building up our group here, and I come out here each weekend. So, if, you know, for your kids' sake and everything, consider one time maybe coming out and joining us. The more numbers we are, the more people will see that. You know, just be, you know.
Yeah,
I-
it makes you look like you're less of a kook and more like, because I know people think that I'm crazy.
Yes.
Right. I'm not. Are you guys also the same?
Oh, flat Earth over there. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Are you? You're kind of looked into the shape of the Earth.
I've looked into a lot of these things.
You have this?
I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist. If that's what they call me.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
I'm a realist. They don't like it.
Yeah, something's
I'm
weird.
a free thinker. They don't
Something's
like
going
it.
on here. I mean, just using common sense.
Yeah.
Something's not right in this.
Definitely. No, definitely not. They want us to wear muzzles. You have to go into the store, you have to wear a muzzle. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll go grow my own
And
food.
the thing is that if we don't nip this in the bud now, which I don't think we are, I think we're going to lose anyway. But
Only
we
for
can
a
try.
little while.
Yeah.
We just need more people.
We
You're
do.
right.
And we need to stand together.
and it's hard to find more people to get together.
Zoom Truth is my channel. Hit me a comment if you ever want to. David at zoomtruth.com is my email. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out here. He's the artist. He's a flat earther too. I'm sorry I pointed you out, but yeah, he's not he doesn't think he lives on a spinning ball either.
No,
I just bump into people now all the time.
Yeah, I like this. This is
Thank
good.
you. I'm
Yeah.
David.
I'm Dorothy.
Dorothy, nice to meet you.
My boyfriend Josh is the one who actually turned me on to the whole flat earth thing.
Yeah.
I had never heard of it.
Yeah.
But especially when we moved to Florida, because we lived in the mountains in Colorado. We moved here. When you can see the hot spots on the water, it's like, that's fishy.
Yeah.
That's fishy. That
Yeah.
shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, from 93 million miles
Seriously.
away, now you're
No.
in a hot spot.
Why? Why is that like that?
Yeah.
So you guys keep doing what you're doing. We'll
Thank
see
you.
you out here. My name is
Cool.
Corey. It's good to meet
Your name? I'm sorry.
Wyatt.
Wyatt, nice to meet you, Wyatt. You're off to a head start in life too, man. Having parents who
you
know
have
what's
good
going on.
parents.
I'm telling you,
Yes.
very fortunate. Nice to meet you.
You also.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So they're out there,
Yeah.
right?
And that's the thing is, like, there's a lot more of us than we think. It's just that so many people, like I said, like, are
did
kind
she
of
say?
afraid.
She's on board with that. There's a lot of shenanigans going on, and I think she's against the mask 100%, which is great. Folks, take those masks off for me. We all know this is a charade, right? You guys know it's a charade. Anybody? You don't think so?
No, my
They're-
son almost died from it.
Well, it's very possible that they were sick. I won't deny they were sick, ill. Just a question of whether they ill with.
Right, that's the thing too though also, it's like the testing is not accurate. Because remember, I don't
Yes.
know if you heard about, like, in Africa, they used testing.
Watermelons. And
Right, like
You name it.
And it said that they were positive. And then
But
also some people talk about
that's what people do, eh? They tell, I'm an epidemiologist.
they might lie. I mean, I think they might have lied.
Doctors. I said, I'm a doctor. I said, oh, thank you. I did the Cornell business about, let's talk about some food and about let the medicine be the food and the food be the medicine.
Yeah.
You know how the body works. And
I'm eating too much
then
medicine
they
lately.
just leave. They just turn around and they just,
Yeah.
They just say
Yeah,
nothing.
they turn off. Well, they turn off. But that's why, like, there's a technique. Remember, I told you it's that. What is it called? Socratic method. Where you're not arguing your facts, because until you listen and can understand their position, or what you're really trying to do is actually get them to see the error in their own logic. So, like, when he goes, well, I know because scientists all say, and then you're like, wait, you're saying all the scientists? Because I know some scientists who disagree with you. You know, and little things like that. It's not easy, but
No, I
I think it's a good way to go.
What I think is your approach is that, do you know that there are a lot of doctors, and then he didn't believe it, but it's
Yeah. Well, then there's not much you can do when if they're gonna, just ignore anything you say, which is most, right? I mean, let's be honest. Hey guys, answer me this riddle: does the coronavirus disappear when we sit down and eat? I'm interested in hearing how this works. Yeah, it is funny, right?
I think he wants to talk.
No, he was close.
No, I mean the guy right here.
Oh, what do you think, sir? All right, do you feel that the coronavirus is a danger? Yeah.
Yeah,
You do. Why do you have that opinion? Do you think?
it's out there.
Excuse me?
A lot of people have been sick with it, and a lot of people have died from it.
Yeah. Personally, you know a lot of people, yeah?
I know people who've had it.
Yeah. Do you, how can you be so sure that what they were ill with is specifically this supposed coronavirus and not just a flu?
See, you're going to try to convince yourself that's not true. And you're going to deny whatever evidence is out there to support your contention that it's not true. But I'm interested in why are you so convinced that it's not true?
Well, part of the things, all right, some of the things that convince me that this is not true is that just across the street here, there's people sitting down eating their breakfast or lunch, whatever it is, right? And none of them are wearing masks, and yet they'll get up and leave and then proceed to put on a mask. And that doesn't make sense to me. It seems to me like if you're going to be wearing a mask, you might as well be consistent with it. Does that make any sense or no?
I don't think he's
Like, what do you think the reasoning is on that? How does that work? Does the virus?
You don't know that they didn't catch the virus while they had their mask off.
Excuse me?
You don't know that they didn't get the virus when they had their mask off.
No, what I'm saying though is if they're going to wear a mask, why would you then, if it's so deadly and they're so concerned, would you really take a break to sit down and socialize? I wouldn't.
Well, there are some places where it's dangerous and some places where it's not so dangerous.
Some places
And
are.
you-
So when we're eating, it's not dangerous.
And you take a risk.
So when we're eating, it's not dangerous. Is that what you're telling me?
Less dangerous outdoors.
It's less dangerous after we eat.
Outdoors.
Outdoors. Well, then why is everybody wearing a mask while they're walking around?
Well, it's just to be on the safe side.
To be on the safe side. Are you familiar that? Are you aware that there are a number of doctors who are stating that the coronavirus is completely made up hoax?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Yeah. Do you believe everything you see on television?
Of course not.
You don't.
Certainly not on Fox News.
What makes you think that the information that they told us about the masks is so reliable then, if you don't believe everything that you see on TV?
Because I trust the sources.
You trust those particular sources? You do. You trust the government?
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes? Okay. So you trust
More often than you do.
more often than I do? I would agree with that. I don't think I trust the government at all, as far as I can throw it, even though it's, fiction. I don't know.
But you trust
Do you
Trump.
know?
You trust Trump, don't
Let me
you?
ask you.
You trust
Of
Trump.
course
don't you?
not. No, of course
So
not.
who do you
He's part of.
trust? Who do you trust?
I trust no man.
Good.
Yeah.
And you're not going to believe anything.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
Well, it doesn't mean I can't believe anything. I can't give 100% trust, can I? I don't know what a person's agenda is, and we have so many agendas. Let me ask you: are you aware that hospitals pay $13,000 per coronavirus diagnosis? They get paid, and that they get paid $39,000 approximately for coronavirus when they get put on the intubation. Yeah. So the hospitals are literally making money off of coronavirus diagnosis. Did you know that? Excuse me?
Hospitals make
Are
money.
you aware?
Hospitals
No, just diagnosing it though.
Well, hospitals make money whenever they render a medical service.
You think that when money gets involved in things, sometimes shenanigans takes place or no?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah. Does that concern you a little bit when you hear that they're getting paid $13,000 per diagnosis? Hospitals?
Well, I think hospitals tend to overcharge.
You can look it up if you doubt me, my friends. $13,000 is what hospitals receive per coronavirus diagnosis from the federal government.
Do you want to hear my answer? Or you want to
Okay,
make a
yeah, go
speech?
ahead. I was just chatting with people.
What hospitals do is they render various medical services, and they
I can't hear you.
What hospitals do is they render various medical services,
Yeah.
and they charge for it.
Right,
Right, now, hospitals these days are charging a lot more than is fair
right.
because they're interested in getting just because they make money from it doesn't mean that it's fraudulent.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, though, is that when you can make money from a diagnosis, it certainly increases the odds, if you're a business, that you're going to diagnose that particular incident as, let's say, you can't tell the difference between what a flu is and what the, quote, coronavirus is. Hey, why don't we just call it the coronavirus today and we'll pick up an extra 13 grand?
Well,
Not a bad business to be in.
I don't think that's happening.
Why don't you think it?
You know what?
Because I trust them.
I just talked to somebody. Their daughter died of an accident.
Yes.
They put down Corona so that they get money. The hospital would get money.
Yeah.
She tried to change the death certificate
Yeah.
and she couldn't do it.
Did you hear that, sir? I didn't say that. I didn't tell her to tell me that. So what this woman just said is that she knows a friend who died in an accident, and then the death was labeled a coronavirus death. Take off the mask, people. Wake up.
COVID is real and it will kill you.
I saw you a couple weeks ago. What
Yeah.
do you do in your other life? I mean,
In my other life?
Well, you-
Not much. Not enough. I eat a lot.
well, I mean, what your business is, what your job is, how you
I just do this, man. I like this. This is my life.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
7 days a week?
Yeah. All I'm saying though is that and so now we're finding out that they're labeling auto accident deaths coronavirus death. The hospitals get paid $13,000 per diagnosis of COVID. Come on, stop the charade. Wake up. Thank you, sir. And if you are aware this is a charade, come out and join me and stand with me with these other people, and let's be seen. Let the people see that this is BS. How you doing?
Okay, how about you?
I'm pretty good. You're wondering, I guess maybe how I came to this determination, or what is your opinion?
It's already been decided on Tuesday what the country thinks about it. 4 million people have voted for the truth about COVID, so it's all over. But I give you credit for a lot of perseverance.
Yeah, I'm not very big on the whole election and selection, I call it, of who's going to be conning us in the next 4 years. You know,
Most Americans.
You're not fearful of the virus, right?
Sure I am.
Oh, you are.
Sure.
Oh, you are. Why are you fearful of it? Like, how are you so sure it actually exists? I should say.
I'm a doctor and have like 8 years of scientific studies.
You are a doctor. Have you heard that there's a multitude of other doctors out there who are calling this a hoax?
Yeah.
Are those doctors' opinions don't count?
A lot of them are being Baker acted.
They're being what?
Baker acted.
What is that? I don't know what that is either.
Committed.
Committed?
A mental institution.
Oh, that would make sense. Why not? Because that would certainly make them look like they're crazy, right? Huh. Government never did anything to make...
Facts don't lie.
Facts don't lie? All right. I lost that battle. I lost the thread, but whatever. Thank you.
There's way too many of these.
Yeah. Well, we're slowly growing more people. I'm here each Saturday, and if you're ever in the area, please, join us, because I think, if we had hundreds of people out here one weekend, showing the truth, it will encourage the people who are. I think there's a lot of people who are wearing masks just because they don't want to be the bad guy, right? And that makes the mask seem more real to the people who are wearing them. So, I don't know. I'm kind of hopeful we could change the situation, but I don't really believe that's true.
Yeah, probably not.
We're doomed, is what I'm thinking.
Well, here in Florida, we're not too bad, but you take other states,
Oh,
we're...
I came from New Jersey just 2-3 months ago.
You're lucky you're alive.
Oh my, it is scary there. You guys, you walk into a store without a mask, the people, they come after you, man. They get angry.
Like here also, they do, but
Yeah.
I'm sure not as bad.
Not as bad, yeah, not as bad.
They think you're the enemy though, and that's what's scary is like they pin people against each other and make you think that like I'm a threat to someone's health because I'm not covering my face. You know?
But I get the chills whenever I see the people who are like not wearing their masks, and you know, I know every person, and even the ones who have them under their chins, I think generally are saying, you know, I'm not really afraid of this, but I gotta bring the stupid thing around with me. So.
Like certain stores, like Wish Hop and Whole Foods, for example, they're not gonna let you in, and I always walk in without. They run after me. I have to put it on. I put it on my chin, and they leave me alone.
Yeah.
As long as it's on it, no, I just have it here.
Yeah. It's kind of fascist, really, right? What they've done, because these mega corporations are now. I mean, it's like if you want to go eat, you got to go pretty much to your local grocery store, which is a giant conglomerate, right, owned, and so they're sending their directives down from the powers that be. So we're in a bit of a pickle, I guess is what you would say.
Like illusion, you know, they call it the Maya, like the fog of like illusion, confusion, you know, it's kind of hard to get through that, especially when so many people, even like your friends and family, think you're like a bad person.
Is this live?
It's not live right now, but I will post it on Zoom Truth if you guys want, and come out and join us too. Obviously you guys are not fearful of this fake whatever this is that they're doing to us.
You know when I use a mask, when it's a red tide?
Yeah.
But you can really...
Oh, right, yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I use a mask over there.
Yeah, and that's your own prerogative too.
Because I work for years over there.
Okay.
And also I use it when the people coming from the north very sick.
Right.
You got like a flu, thing like that.
Oh, okay.
That's when I use my mask.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And you get to decide when you want to wear it and why, and you're making that determination.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You decide.
Yeah.
It's your personal.
Yeah, and that's why I think that's wrong, is because...
You guys agree?
People don't
You
have
do.
that freedom in
Well,
that way.
you know, it's amazing, but I'm meeting a lot of people, and we're slowly banding together. So I think this is tremendously important because the way things are headed. Are you guys familiar with the vaccinations that they're trying to get people to take?
You think it's going to be mandated?
I think possibly, and or if you don't have your vaccination, you're going to be denied privileges such as flying on an airplane, right? So now your ability to travel freely. What happens if a states decide, right, and they say, well, without a vaccination now you can't enter our state?
So it's going to be state or federal?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going to take. You know what I mean? I have no clue. I just feel like it's progressive, right? We lose our freedom, more and more freedoms each and every day almost. I have a friend who came back from North Carolina last week from a little convention, and he landed in Canada. And he didn't self-quarantine. He did like a little live stream video showing that he was out, and he didn't quarantine. And they locked him up. They came first. They gave him a ticket, and he still didn't.
Canada?
Yeah, he's in Canada. He didn't comply. His name is Flat Earth Fokker. That's his YouTube channel, and so he didn't comply to the first ticket, and he still went out. And they said, "Great, if you're going to go out, we're going to arrest you." And they arrested him for basically not imprisoning himself in his own home. That's what's going on. That is what's happening. And if that doesn't scare the hell out of you, then I don't know what will. You know, certainly. I mean, that is pure intimidation, and they're kidnapped somebody. You know, they have no right to do this. Government, by the way, I messed it up. But govern, the root Latin word of govern is control. The root Latin word of ment, yep, have a good one. Ment is mind. Mind, control, govern.
We agree. We're with you.
Thanks. We're out here on Saturdays, so if you ever want to stand with us, you know. Okay. Hey, brother.
Are you posting it on YouTube?
On YouTube, it'll be on Zoom Truth channel. Yep.
Zoom Truth.
Yep, right here on the lower corner where my foot
Can
is.
you open that?
Yeah. What do you have to say to everybody?
Hi.
All right. Good for you. We'll keep it light. I like that. I need to give everybody a break, right?
Yeah. I don't even know that either. Why are sheep wearing masks?
I'm asking the same question. I'm wondering the same thing.
Then why didn't you tell?
Well, the sheep is kind of symbolic of people following the rest of the herd.
That sheep isn't wearing a mask.
Yeah. He's a smart
right,
sheep.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
so
trying to
it's-
break free.
Yeah, it's more about asking questions and stuff. So instead of following all the other people doing the same thing, you want to think for yourself. And you want to question and say, well, just because they're doing it doesn't mean it's right. And then you do your own research and you find an answer.
Come and
for
have a
yourself,
conversation, sir.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Instead
Sorry.
of following and doing it because everyone else is doing it and falling into that peer pressure, you know?
Yeah.
You want to just
We follow people. We like to be in groups, right? You want to be part of the group? That's why we're called sheep. We like to be part of the group. But sometimes, by being part of the group, you're really not helping your own life, I think. Possibly.
yeah, we just want to think for ourselves, you know?
When are you gonna post it?
Yeah, I'll get this posted probably by Monday or Tuesday. I'll put this out latest. All depends on how lazy I am. Did we lose Mark?
Yeah, he must have went. Yeah, enjoy your day.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, so I don't know if you folks know this, but hospitals are getting paid $13,000 per diagnosis of COVID. Did you guys know that? $13,000.
Not true.
That's not true? It's fake? Fake news? Okay.
I don't know where you went. You might have went off to walk with someone or take a
Get a drink.